G'day everyone, how you all going? Now, we're going to be testing out this new device in a second. We're starting to extract alcohol. Got to keep an eye on that temperature though, because that temperature says 59.9. Now, this device is hooked up to. We can keep an eye on the water flow. It's going to be a hot day today. It's 238 volts. It's set at 100 at the moment, so all we do is turn this down to 60. That's on 60. Yep. And that drops it down to 122 volts. So that should stop this now just boiling constantly. I don't know if you can see it clearly or not. There we are. Let's actually drop the temperature down. Not quite sure if that's good. That dropped the temperature way too down. May have to increase it because it's actually not coming out. We'll put it on to 80. Try and get it stabilised, so I put it on to 60 and it just dropped the temperature way down too much and stopped it actually producing alcohol, which is not good. Maybe if I turn the water flow down if I do that, but then no, it's the pressure in here that did it, not the water flow. Make sure that's still good. Now what we've got to do is keep an eye on this temperature. I'll play around with this side. So it's 201 volts going through at the moment. And we're just going to keep an eye on that. Now, I'll probably adjust it again. Let's see if I adjust it down to say 70. That's going up. That's at 56. So if I drop it down to 70, let's see what it does to this. This should then keep this at a constant temperature, so I'll get a constant flow of alcohol out. I could probably reduce the water flow to increase the temperature. Might try that. See if that will increase the temperature. I'll probably drop it down to 60 once we get the temperature up to run. Okay, so I might have to decrease the temperature. Actually, turn that down, but also decrease the water. So that's got to build that up. So what I'll do is keep turning down the water now, the flow, so I have less flow going through here. And that might do the trick. Well, this is boiling it too low, which could be the problem at the moment. So yeah, it's pretty much okay. Let's increase the. I'm just going to watch that. It gets a bit tricky because it all depends on temperatures and everything else like that as well. So now we're getting alcohol again at 61.5. So we'll drop it down to 60 again, which is 130. And that's what 60, yep, 128. Let's see what it does here. Might have to increase the water flow. Now, yeah, it's getting up to 64, so I'll increase the water flow again. Just to bring it to a stable. The trick is to get stable temperature, or stable flow of water, alcohols with the extraction off there, but not too high temperature. That is the key. This might take longer by the look of it, because it's coming out. Normally that comes out a lot faster at this temperature, but maybe because I turned it down here. It's on 130 volts. That's at 64. Normally this would be really, really hot to the touch, but put my finger underneath here. Alright, that there is quite cool to the touch. So do I increase? That makes it interesting, it's dripping out slowly. So do I increase? Okay, I might have to increase it so I increase the temperature so I can get the flow going. Less water going in there might up the temperature here, but it's going to have more alcohol flow. I've got to get the right point where I'm not just getting drips like this, I'm getting a constant flow coming out. I normally wouldn't go this high. I normally would not do it at this high a temperature, but since I've turned it down, I'm actually not putting this at this height. See, that's now. So I'm going to keep playing around with this until I get it right. You can see it coming out faster now, which is good. But I want a constant speed. I know how long it takes start to finish. It takes exactly 2.5 hours from start to finish to get the alcohol, to get 3 litres of alcohol out. Can we decrease more, less water? So it saves on water. It saves water and electricity, because normally on a hot day like this I'd be pumping that water through and it'd be a lot lower temperature. So we're going to see it goes at 74. And I'm feeling it's still cold to the touch. That would be boiling, cooking my hand to touch. So that's doing a good job. So I'm not cooking the alcohol, I'm extracting the alcohol. See, that's 74. Now I normally would never have done it at 74. 61.4 would be my highest I normally go. Some people go to 64, but I would not normally go to that high. So that's coming out now nicely. I'm happy with that. All I'll do is keep an eye on that and see where that goes to, and make sure it's not cooking anything out of here. And every now and then just check the, now it's starting to warm up. So do we want it, okay, maybe a fraction less. Don't want to have it too warm either. Now that's hot. Now that's coming out hot. So I probably want to cool it down a bit. We don't want it in the 80s. So the whole idea is to get the alcohol out without cooking it. Extracting the alcohol. Oh, that's really hot to the touch there. I thought that would get hot. So we'll turn it back down again. That's sitting at... I want to be able to get it so I can get the alcohol out without it cooking. It's just a matter of playing around with it until I get it right. It's the first time I'm using this device, so 70, or low 70s I'd say. Mid to low 70s. And that should... Yeah, that's starting to cool down again. It's tasting the alcohol. Yeah. Okay, so mid 70s. 76, the very highest I'd say I'd go. And we'll just see how that goes. And we're going to get 3... I can get 3 litres of alcohol out. So that's... Yeah. So that's it. I'm using a lot less water now than I normally would, and it's not, you can hear it, it's a nice constant boil, it's not overdoing it, it's not shaking, it's just at a nice boil. We're getting a nice sort of flow coming out, and it's not too hot. That's actually quite pleasant. I can probably and go up a little bit more in temperature. Now I'll keep playing around with it till I get it just right, and once I get it right, then I'll be happy and I'll let it sit there. Well, you will take it easy, right? Not a bad little device actually. It's going to take a bit of getting used to the ambient temperature, how the still is, how much alcohol I'm trying to get out, and all those things. You will have fun and have a great day.